Hi there and welcome to Tuesdays with Annette. Thank you so much for joining me today because I've got another fabulous friend here, and please welcome Carolyn Hutchinson to the show.
Hi there everybody, nice to be on the show.
I know.
I'm a fan, big fan, first time on the show.
Yeah.
Long time watcher.
Yes, so now Caroline's going to make for you today, what recipe?
I'm going to make Cherry Heaven, which is from book 2. So this one's book 2 and it's on page 61,
Yes.
Cherry Heaven.
Really easy recipe, so I hope you've downloaded it from the website, got your ingredients and ready to go. But before we get into it, two things. If you've just tuned in and wondering why am I standing here with this, well, I slipped over on some wet tiles a few weeks ago and broke my humerus bone. Yowie, it really hurt. But I'm doing well and hopefully I'll be back doing my show on my own in a couple of weeks, doctor approval.
And just when you're thinking that Annette had a night on the tiles, she doesn't drink, so it wasn't that sort of night on the tiles.
No, I was sober.
No.
Anyway, so now last week's show we had Tam Wrigley doing the show, which was fabulous, and she made the smoked salmon pasta salad. It's out of book 7, and I've picked 3 fabulous women to win a cookbook, and it's Julianne Henley, Coralie Savatzis, and Nicole Manley all get a personally signed copy of book 7, and Carolyn, we will be giving away at the end as well.
Oh, will we? Great.
Yes, so that's what we do. So now, Carolyn, you're going to talk about the ingredients and what we need, because you've downloaded the recipe. I hope you're ready to make it with Caroline. And so what are you using here?
This is a really guilt-free dessert, and it's actually incredibly easy. It's not really cooking, it's assembling more than anything. So what you're going to need, your assembly products, you're going to need a cutting board, a grater, a teaspoon measure for 3/4 of a teaspoon, something to stir with. Also, you're going to need to be able to strain your cherries and a bowl to make it all in. Easy as that.
Easy, yes.
Yeah.
Now, before we go any further, I'm super excited because we're doing 2 versions on the show today. Yes, people, we do fabulous here because some people have been saying that they have trouble finding frush in the supermarket. So I rang frush yesterday, and I'll talk all about that as we go on, but I'm going to show you how to make it with a different product. And it'll still turn out fabulous. So I'll tell you all about that later. I want to get Caroline cooking.
I did actually have trouble finding fruit in the supermarket.
All right.
But I went to Coles and then I asked a really lovely lady and she said it's not where the yogurt is, it's over where the custard is.
That's a good
tip. Yeah, so it is a good tip. All right then, so let's get started. First of all, we need 2 150 tubs of the Yoplait fruit. It's funny, isn't it, that's hard to find, because remember in the 90s when fruit was sort of first invented, and it was just the most delicious thing, except it was yet another low-fat product that I just thought that meant I could eat like 10.
I remember, like it used to be in a 200 tub and I'd go down the middle and have half a side.
Oh, would you?
Just...
Yeah, well done.
So 2 tubs of the vanilla fruit.
Yep,
you can get strawberry sometimes, and you could use that if you really want to. It doesn't matter.
Yep,
but the vanilla's good.
All right. Now, this recipe is on the website right now, is it? If people want to follow along. All right. And now we're going to have a 100 and...
Let's put them in the bin.
Oh, you've got a bin for me there.
Yes.
Beautiful.
We have a bin.
Thank you.
And Caroline also washed her hands before we started.
Oh, yeah. No, we did. We had a good COVID washing. Now, this was also hard to find. So this is a 175ml tub of vanilla Forme no-fat yogurt. Yeah. I couldn't find it in this size, so I bought the big tub and just, well, that's just something else I'm continuing to eat.
We got the smaller tub, and if you want to buy the bigger one as well. But I'll also talk about that in the variation that I'm going to show you later. Yep. So you put in 2 tubs of the fruit, the vanilla fruit, 1 tub. Now, they're actually changed the size now, if I remember. This is what they do all the time. Yeah. They don't change the price, but they've knocked that down to 160 grams.
Yes.
So you're a bit of a stirrer there. What are you going to do with the cherries?
So what I'm going to do first, I'm actually, just to save my cutting board, because I got caught with this on the weekend, I am going to grate this first and put it to the side before I cut my cherries, because...
Why don't you drain them?
Your cherries are going to make your board wet. So,
hello, if you've just joined me, Carolyn Hutchinson from 92.7 Mix FM, the #1 radio station on the Sunshine Coast in the breakfast show, is cooking. Well, you're not cooking, are you? Stirring.
I'm stirring. I'm assembling, I think, so is what you would call this.
Let me tell you a little story about this, Caroline. When I was creating this recipe, I just thought anything's got to be great with cherry ripe in it.
Oh yeah, sure.
And so I just chopped the cherry ripe in half, put it in the recipe because I'm all about saving the fats and all that sort of stuff, and made it up. It was good, but then I ate the other half, and I went, well, that's a bit silly.
Yeah, right.
So I thought, oh, bugger it. Chuck the whole thing in.
Might as well chuck it in and share it with the family rather than just eat it yourself.
Just put it in. Now, when you're grating it, I always put it in the freezer for like the last, say, bit of time before you make it, just to get it really cold so it grates easy. But if you get the clumps like this, it's easy. All you do is get your knife and just chop it all up, so it's fine. Yeah.
So once you've grated, and this just always happens, it doesn't matter how good your grater is.
No.
It's just going to happen like this.
It's because of the cherry mix.
You can just get a knife and give it a normal chop.
That's
because
it.
it's already a bit mangled anyway.
And it's all going to just go in. You can't do it wrong. But I like to be able to chop it up a bit because I want to make sure I get lots of love with the cherry ripe.
That's right. You want everyone to have some.
Now, let's talk about Miss Caroline here. I've known Caroline since you were a wee lass.
I know. Isn't that so sad? Since 1998.
1998, Caroline moved to the Sunshine Coast. But you're a Perth girl, aren't you? Or WA?
I'm a WA girl. In fact, I have to say hi to my mum. My mum is she usually lives with us on the Sunshine Coast, but she is with my sister in Margaret River at the moment. So that's where I'm from. So I know you've got at least one listener in country WA right now.
WA people. Hello to WA.
Yep.
So, all right. So now, what are you doing with the cherries?
So now I'm just going to halve the cherries. Because again, you just want to have a good taste of cherry when you're eating it. Yeah,
because I was thinking, I want more cherry in there. Like the whole cherry's fabulous.
Yeah.
But the reason I just chopped in half is so that there was more love in the bowl.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly.
Now, if you want, not at the moment, but when cherries are in season, you could use fresh cherries if you wanted, but you'd have to pip them. So this is why I can make this all year round because it's just using the canned cherries, and all you do is drain them before you start. And
now see this.
Yes.
I'm going to tell you a trick about this.
Okay.
That you probably don't even know, even though you invented this recipe.
Oh, yes.
So it looks a little tiny bit lumpy, and I was a bit worried about that. I was a bit like, oh, is that a bit too lumpy? And when you put all the ingredients in and pop it in the fridge for a while, the lumps go away.
Thank you.
So don't stress about the lumps.
Don't stress if you find any lumps. Alrighty, so in we go. Let me get your spoon out.
I use the wrong spoon. I'm going to get
you can
sacked.
use whatever spoon you like.
All right, so we'll just pop those in.
So look how hard this is, people. Chop it up, grate it, chuck it in.
And that's it.
And then just, let me get this out of the way.
The last
give me a plate.
secret ingredient.
Out of the way
Thank
for
you. My invalid assistant.
And this is the secret ingredients, isn't it?
Yeah, it sure is. So this is just 3/4 of a teaspoon of coconut essence. And if you've never had coconut essence, it's delicious.
It's fabulous. I created this whole concept back in book 1 where you can use it with evaporated milk and get coconut cream.
Yeah.
But if you're struggling to find it, you will only get it in IGA stores now or on the Queen's website. It's not in Woolworths and Coles.
Wonder what that is.
I don't know.
I don't know.
This is what they do to me all the time. Now, if you're interested in having this guilt-free dessert, 3.4 grams of guilt-free fat per serve. It serves 6, and it's 166 calories. And you can freeze it.
Yep.
I've had it frozen and eating like an ice creamy sort of thing. Something to think about.
And if you want to use it to make it look fancy, you can actually, it is something that you can make look beautiful really easily. And the other thing that I think is really important to know about it is that is not ready yet because you want that cherry flavour to go into the fridge. So you want to put it in the fridge for a little while.
If you can put it away in the fridge without eating it, it will be better. Now, let's move this out of the way because I'm excited to tell you another way you can do this. So
for this is for the people who might live without a Coles in their life and they still want to do this exact recipe and they just can't buy Frush.
Yeah, because Frush is only in Coles. I rang them. They're the only ones that have it. And as you said, that was a good tip. It's near the custards. If you find La Rice, that little packet thing, you'll find the Frush.
It's kind of like, she said it was near the desserts, is the way she described it.
You asked one for assistance, yes?
Yeah, and she was lovely.
All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to, so this is 250 grams of cottage cheese, low-fat cottage cheese. It's actually a recipe in book 3 called Simple Sweet Cream. I've plagiarised my own recipe here because I'm allowed. It's half the batch, okay? So this is instead of Frush. So what are you going to do?
I'm just going to put 2 tablespoons.
2 tablespoons of white sugar.
Of white sugar into there and just give it a mix. It's going to need quite a good mix, isn't
Yeah, give it a good as yours. That's it. And we want that cottage cheese to get lovely and smooth, like fruit looks. And it really works well. So this is a variation for you. And if you've got the cookbook, you'll see it's in book 3. And in a little bit, I'll tell you how to make sour sweet cream as well.
What do you make sour? Oh, sour sweet cream, right.
Yeah, so you do the same thing with the cottage cheese, blend it up, but you put some lemon juice in to sour it up, and it tastes like sour cream. But a tenth of the fat of normal. That's looking great.
Yeah,
so now just put your vanilla essence in, and we'll zhuzh it again.
All right. What was your vanilla essence? How many?
It is a quarter of a teaspoon. Just a quarter, so
not too much.
Yeah, just a little bit, because this is half a batch. And then you're going to put in the yogurt.
Which is again?
Now, if you can't find vanilla, because vanilla is often hard to find, here's another saviour, people, is where we're using strawberry today.
So easy
because
as that?
Who cares? It's a red dish.
Yep.
Don't sweat over it. It's going to be fine.
Before I found the big tub of vanilla, I was about to buy strawberries.
Yes, so there you go. So give that a little zhuzh. Oh, it smells good.
It does smell really good.
Perfect. All right, so let's
beautiful.
take that out of your way.
Great.
Beautiful job.
All right,
now,
we've got to do. We should have done the taste test with the
no, come on, put it in.
All right.
The cherries to go in.
All right. Oh, I see. Okay.
We're doing two
to make it all up. Okay.
Bill's
cherry ripe.
gone ahead and grated some cherry ripe, cut the cherries, because we want to do a taste test of the two. So just reflecting back, instead of the 2 tubs of 150 grams fruit vanilla, we've used 250 grams of low-fat cottage cheese, blended it up with a little bit of sugar, a little bit of vanilla, and we've also used a different flavoured yogurt because we couldn't find vanilla, so to speak. Yeah.
All right. That looks good, doesn't it?
It does. Can you see a difference?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
They look the same. You wouldn't say that doesn't look like fruit.
It's a little bit pinker, and I think that's probably from the strawberry.
Oh, coconut essence.
Oh, yeah.
See, that's why we need a chef.
Thank you, Bill.
In our midst.
So we're putting in 3/4 of a teaspoon. Now the fat count.
Yeah, well, I remembered that.
Thank you, Billy. He's amazing.
He is amazing.
So now to the fat count. Okay, this one, the original one, is 3.4 grams of fat, 166 calories, serve 6. This one is with the cottage cheese is 3.1 grams of fat, so it's a little bit lower, and only 43 calories.
All right.
Okay, I say taste test.
All right. These are my spoons, so I can just use these. Okay.
So this is the
lower fat one, the one that we made ourselves.
Pretend one. Oh, I can taste the cherry ripe. Oh my God, I love cherry ripe. I'm going in. Okay.
I reckon you might be amazing, Annette Sym.
Oh my gosh, who knew weight loss could be so delicious and healthy, Caroline? Diane, come around. Come and have a taste. Quick. Come on.
Which one do you think is better?
We need a decision. Oh look, she's getting shy.
What are you going for?
I don't know. I like them both.
So do I. They're different.
They're different. But if you didn't know, what do you think, Diane?
I must say I like the original better, but I really like that one, and it's lower fat, and it tastes a bit nuttier.
It tastes a little bit different. I'm kind of leaning towards this one.
Oh, Diane says this one. Carolyn said, I'm saying I love you both. To me, it's got cherry ripe in it. You have me at hello. Now, remember, if you can't find fruit, there's your option. If you would like to win book 2, which is the recipe book for this recipe, hello, what do? You like, share, and in the comment, you just write me a comment. Whatever you want to say on Tuesdays with Annette, you could just say, love Caroline, love Annette, love the recipe, or you just whatever you want.
Get well
and
soon.
You go in the draw. You go in the draw to win. Now, Carol and I was her first interview when she moved to the Sunshine Coast back in, what was it,
1998?
1998.
I feel like I've got fresh on my face.
And also, Caroline has always been my MCs at the book launches.
I have, indeed. And you know what? Annette has just been such a massive supporter of mine. And I think that I speak for a lot of people who try things on the Sunshine Coast and, you know, people who write books or try to do something new. Anna is the first person to get behind people. You're a very loyal friend. I love you.
Oh, thank you. Now, Diane's telling me newsletter. We've got a newsletter going on Thursday. You need to check it out because there's a fabulous recipe in there, tips and great things in there for the month of March. Can you believe it?
I know.
Now, on Thursday, I've got my Rachel coming back. I mean, she's a bit busy, fabulous, my girl. And she's making jam crumble slice out of book 3. Please, if you have never had this, you've not lived. I'm sorry. This is how good this crumble is. It's a beautiful slice. And Tuesday, Miss Diane will be back. And she's going to be cooking out of book 5, making her favourite Chinese beef. Because, you know what? Who doesn't love Chinese? All right, now, all you have to do is download the recipe if you haven't done already so you can make it. Thanks for joining us. And remember to go to www.simplytoogood.com.au for more recipes and tips. And you can freeze it for 2 to 3 weeks, remember, if you want it like an ice cream. Thank you, babe. You did so good.
No worries at all.
High five, girl, with my right arm. I'm a bit armless. Thanks, guys. See you next time.
Bye-bye.